All right, so here we are starting chapter 10.
Wow. 10 chapters.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe this now puts us like 10 hours of at least.
It's only like 75 more episodes to go.
Actually, if we can go ahead and talk about this, I think that this story is a total of about 25 to 30 chapters.
Okay.
Which would be another 4 to 5 play sessions.
Okay.
And then I have a second campaign that would also go in this world and run at the same time period. So it's about 20 chapters. I've run it twice before. Mm-hmm. It's the best thing I've ever written, but it does require a group of people who have played together a little bit. So you can trust each other to not trust each other. So it's the kind, and basically I would want to do that one, and then third campaign we're going to merge the two, so that it could be potentially adversaries, or they could potentially become allies.
Would we each be playing 2 characters?
Yeah, but we would start off. They would be in sort of separate parts of the world, on different ends of the same pulling the sort of the same underlying string, and then eventually come together. Okay, so let's go ahead.
Now mining ready?
Yes, Bettina is now in mining mode, where her head swivels backwards, and she is more compact.
Amazing. All right, so on to chapter 10. All right, so you just had a little conference with the artificers and with Amy, and you've seen that you'll be able to potentially repair her communicator if you can get a replacement speaker and replacement microphone from the stash of old world technology down in the mine. Mm-hmm. You also met a wolf in the previous episode that was injured, and after healing it and then defending it from a displacer-beast, you found out that it was hunting for a wayward cub that had gone missing and had gone apparently down some hole in the hill that had then collapsed behind it or something. So here we are, back in the game. So what are we doing now?
I had a thought. Do you think that maybe we should take some measure to protect Amy, since there are perhaps agents of Lord Koshi still in the fort, and this newcomer with a strange background could be a source that they might want to manipulate?
This is a good thought.
What do you suggest?
I don't know. Maybe we connect with the constable and she can set Amy up with some kind of protection so that she's not just left to her own devices and easy pickings for the agents of Lord Koshi.
I feel that Lord Lawrence is trustworthy, and perhaps we could even leave her in his care.
I think that might be wise.
I think we should, yeah.
Maybe we make those arrangements before venturing into the mine where we won't be able to keep an eye on her.
Yes, and she was quite overrun with artificers.
Yes.
They seemed quite excited.
We do tend to be that way, so.
Sometimes they be like that.
Very wise, Nate. Besides that, I think maybe resting a little bit would be good, because that displacer-beast that we battled with earlier has really sunk its claws into me, so I think I could
You
use...
guys did take some injuries. There are also, you could go over to the temple. There are clerics there who can give you healing, so you don't have to spend your own spells if you wanted to do that.
Shall we walk over
I think that would be nice.
to the temple and get some healing, some help?
Yes, maybe, I think, near you weren't hurt.
No, I'm fine.
Maybe if you introduce Amy to someone who could watch over her, Savita and I can go and be tended to by the clerics.
How hurt are they? I don't remember how many.
I have 9 hit points out of
I
21.
have 10.
I had 21.
Out of
But you
27.
guys took a lot.
And like I
Alright.
said, there's clerics and paladins and stuff, so if you want to go get healed, you totally can without having to spend your own spell slots.
Okay.
I just like that.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
You can come with us if you want.
No, I mean, he can take Amy. I was just checking to see whether or not a short rest would affect any of my things. So no, it won't. Okay. So I will take this charge. Amy with me. Get away from her, you numbskulls. And he like shoves them out of the way and is like, "We're going to see Lord Lawrence." And
So you guys are going to head up to the command center to visit with Lord Lawrence. You two are going to go get healed, so you can go ahead and restore all of your hit points.
that is way more fun.
All right, and so Neert, you
Spa
arrive
day.
at the fort. Sort of introduce Amy to the guards. They're looking up, going, "Okay, sure."
Don't worry, she is with me. She is extremely frail despite her large armor.
Okay, good to know. We'll be keeping an eye just in case, but sure, go ahead. And Lord Lawrence is up in his office. So.
Actually, I don't believe that she will fit up there. Could Lord Lawrence be brought down?
Sure. So they send one of the guards up to his office, and he comes down a few minutes later and looks up and is like, "Wow, that's impressive. Is this a friend of yours, Neert?"
It is Lord Lawrence. Without going into too much explanation, it is possible that in one way or another, Amy and I have, well, and he looks and says "Could you please flip up your visor?" And then
She does.
He's like, "I've never met another of my kind, and yet here she stands in this armor with quite the tale of where my story may begin. And it is not the time now for me to explain to you, however, in the future. But she's being pawed at by the artificers, who are very excited about her mechanic armor."
I can see it's a very impressive contraption you have here.
It is indeed. The Forge Master apparently speaks much to my people, but she's not safe out there by herself. Can she be remanded into your care while we descend into the mine?
Sure. Yes. And he sort of leads her through over to the courtyard area, and says, "Hey, yeah, you can hang out. You can hang out here as much
You may
as
put
you
her
like."
there?
Yeah, somebody could just put her down, and anywhere in there is fine, I guess.
Just on a roof of a building.
Is that what that is?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She's just hanging out
exactly
there.
what I was thinking.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
she's
this
welcome.
tree.
She's welcome to hang out, in the courtyard for as long as needed. That should keep her sequestered from the eager artificers. And,
Thank you, Lord Lawrence. Has your lady departed?
No, we've actually discussed things, and she's going to stay for the next 2 weeks and depart on the next caravan.
Very well.
If you would like, actually, it would be a few things that it would be good to talk with you and your companions about later. Maybe drop by for dinner.
Yes, that would be great.
Great. Well, I would look forward to seeing you.
Thank
Is there anything else that you require before I get back to the demands of the day?
No, but I do appreciate you keeping an eye on Amy. Thank you.
Right.
And he'll head off toward the temple to meet the rest of the crew.
All right. So you guys have been healed up, and Neert finds you, and so now what would you guys like to do?
Amy is remanded under the care of Lord Lawrence. She will be safe there. Also, interesting, Lord Lawrence's spouse has decided to stay on for another 2 weeks.
Ooh, that's
Yes,
exciting.
apparently, there is love to be found here in the Twisted Lands.
I'm rooting for them.
As am I.
Oh, yes, me too. Shall we make our way towards the mine?
Let's do it.
Cave?
Indeed.
All right. So you guys head into the mine, and
Did we want to recruit some rats on the way?
Mm.
Ooh. Do we have any cheese with us, or do we need to pick up some more to get our cheese?
Were we right by the theater when we were by the
Yeah.
temple?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you could pick up, some cheese.
Swing by.
Spending all our money on cheese these days. It's not cheap, It's good theater cheese.
And did you want to recruit rats in the fort, or are you going to go wait until you get down into the mine and see if you can find any rats there? Or
Do rats live in mines?
I'm gonna wait. I only have one speak with animals left for
Okay.
the day.
You know what we could do? You could also... Can you talk to spiders?
Yeah, I can talk to spiders.
Maybe when we're in the mine, you could also try to recruit spiders, and we could use them as friends.
I would love that.
Okay. Well, small creatures of all kinds, perhaps we could use.
Well, there's also apparently a really big spider.
Yes, I'm a little bit worried about that, actually. Yes.
I think it'll be okay. I was told the spider's cool.
Yes, okay. Well, you are the animal person, so I'll follow your lead.
Ooh, before we head down, let's go see if there's any extra surplus meat around.
Meat. Okay.
Where would that be? Do I know where there might be some of the surplus?
yeah.
meat?
In order to take to the spider as a part of the deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go and you check with Xochi, since she was the one that had told you about it, and she introduces you to one of the head ranger. His name is Elrose Silvertree, and he was my first character way back when I was like 11 years old.
Oh,
So I
Nice.
decided to slip him in. But yeah, he says, yeah, actually we have down in the mining area, we have a storage room there that has excess food and stuff.
Okay.
So if you're needing to take some to the spider, you can just stop there first and pick some up.
So they trade excess meat for silk with the spider. They've got a deal going on, so I think we should grab some.
okay.
Yeah.
See, you need nothing to fear.
Oh,
It's
I'm...
apparently a capitalist spider.
That makes me a little more afraid, but we can keep going. I trust in you, Sabina, but not the spider.
Well, thank you, Xochi, and thank you, Elrose. We'll grab some of that meat.
Great. All right. So you're gonna head down into the mine. All right. So that is this map here. So I'll film stuff there.
Ooh.
Insert shots and stuff for the actual episode.
Okay.
But you guys come down the stairs here. And then, so as you descend into the sort of the first level of the mine, off to from your guys' point of view, so it's going to be off to the left as you come down the stairs. There's sort of a tunnel that goes down, and that goes into the mine proper. But the section that you're in here was apparently some old buildings that were, or some old structures that were covered, that were buried under this hill, that were then incorporated into the fort and then into the top portion of the mine. So as you come down the stairs, there's a little table there with some candles, some lanterns, and some other things there. And then you see across from you, there's a couple of rooms set up. And then to your right, there's another small room, and then a hallway that goes down.
Sabina, may I see
And
your-
there's a couple people in there too. There's somebody with red pants that's sort of working over around some barrels, and then there's a lady working over in that area there. And the lady that's working there, you recognize her as the person who actually makes the theater cheese.
Sabina, may I see your staff for a moment?
Sure. Hands
And
over the staff.
Near takes it, and then he puts his hand up toward the end of it, and he casts light on it so that it's got, a beacon type light. Yeah, now you will see much better in the
Oh,
dark.
this is so beautiful. And it has like flowers on it, so it's like light's coming from the flowers. This is so beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we will be able to see.
Yes, that's quite beautiful. Patina is outfitted with a lantern, but I suppose that's a more beautiful way to light the cavern.
Well, if we get stuck up or something happens.
Ah, that's
it'll
good.
help.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if the automaton were to be smashed to bits, then
Why
we
would
would
you?
not have any light.
Why would you say that?
I don't intend for any harm to come to Patina. I just mean that we would be without light.
I see. Well, let's not think about that. Let's. I'd like to go and speak with this woman in these lovely red pants and see what she's doing.
Okay. Yeah. So this woman is the woman that sells cider over in the food court area, and so she is sort of rotating in a fresh barrel of cider to become hard cider and pulling out the most sort of finished barrel of hard
Is-
cider.
As Tarnish sort of like matter-of-factly walks away, Neard is like, are the pants lovely because they are fashionable or because they are red, Sabina?
I just think they look lovely.
Okay. I'm not much for aesthetics. You gonna come over too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello there, Master of Mead, Mistress of Mead.
Sure, I like that title, Mistress of Mead. That's fun.
Hi. I just am very impressed with your operation down here.
Oh, thanks.
This is my first time down in the mines here. I'm just curious. Have you heard or seen of any wolf cubs in the area?
No.
No?
I mean, I know that there are wolves out in the wilderness, and I've heard
Yes.
stories of a tribe of wolf. I don't know if they're people or what, wolf somethings that have moved in recently that the rangers have talked about a
Wolf
little bit.
people.
I don't know much about them. I'm here just to sort of perfect my cider recipes and stuff to
Yes.
hopefully open up my own brewery when I get back to the
Oh, really?
other side of the river and stuff.
I believe she's referring to the Druid and Wolf Enclave that was mentioned by the wolf.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that I've heard something about.
I wasn't sure if she was talking about fantasy novels and those kinds of creatures you find in those books, but wow, that sounds like a really interesting group of people we should go talk to eventually.
Oh, most definitely. And I'd be really interested in your novels too.
Oh, I don't write novels, but I read them from time to time.
Oh, can you share some?
No.
Oh.
Tarnish
Anyway,
is not a lending library.
I have pamphlets you could borrow. I didn't bring any pleasure reading on this trip.
Oh, okay. Well, another time then.
Yes, another time. Another question I did have for you. I know you said you haven't seen any wolf cubs down here. How about any old world technology? I heard that there was some down here.
I've heard the same myself, but I've only been here for a couple of weeks, so I haven't really explored much down here. I'm just they gave me this little alcove to store my barrels.
For cider.
But there's a whole bunch more stuff if you keep going. There's a couple more rooms here, storage rooms. Then there's a big hallway that goes down to the end. I don't know, maybe there's some stuff down there. I haven't really explored that much though. I heard there's a giant spider down there, but I don't. That's not something I'm interested in meeting. So.
I see.
We're very excited to meet him.
Well, then you enjoy that.
Well, it was lovely talking to you, and
Yes, you too.
wish you the best with your cider business. And I suppose that we'll venture on.
Great. Well, if you need any tasty beverages, I'm out in the food court area. And so she starts to roll this barrel over to the exit there.
Goodbye, Mistress of Mead, and we walk away. Me and Patina. So, what should we do next?
Should we stop by and get maybe like some slab of meat or something?
Oh, is the meat down here?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. So there should be a room with a bunch of chests and barrels and stuff in it.
You can lead the way, Sabina.
Yeah. So let's. I think it's somewhere around this corner.
And as you walk by the second room, you sort of catch out of the corner of your eye these two small, like knee-high mushroom people arguing. They're just having a little argument about stuff. Something. You don't have to stop. You can just let them
Nerd's
argue.
like, nope.
Savina, what are those things?
Do I know what they are?
They're called myconoids.
They're myconoids.
Are they people?
You don't know much about them, but you've heard that there are myconoids, which are sort of intelligent mushroom people that live in the area. Zoshi had told you a little bit about them.
Yeah, they're intelligent mushroom people who seem to be having a lot of drama down here.
What?
Yeah.
They're people, but they're fungi?
You want to take
I must go see
Let's
more.
go take a peek.
Let's go see. Yeah, Tarnish is very interested.
Okay, so you peek your head in, and there's these two mushrooms that are arguing with each other. And as you pop over, they look up and they're like, "Can we help you?"
Well, is everything all right? I heard.
Yeah, we're just trying to get this. He points to this large mushroom that looks a lot like the mushroom that you had seen when you guys assaulted the catapult that had blinded the guy with his spores. It's a very similar looking mushroom. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of mushrooms all over the room, but they're talking about this one, and the guy says, he says, my business partner here, who's also my wife, Charlotte, has been saying that we shouldn't have brought this mushroom down here because it's one that grows grows out in the sunlight, and that there's no sunlight down here. And so and I'm saying that, look, we're mushrooms, these are mushrooms, none of us require sunlight, so why do you think this mushroom requires sunlight? So would you be willing to, to take a side on whether you think that having this mushroom down here is dangerous to the mushroom, or whether or not it should be just fine? Please settle this argument for us.
Can I do like a nature check on the mushroom to see
Go
how
ahead,
it's
do a
doing?
nature check.
I'll also do that.
5.
21.
21. Okay, so you can take a position that you have no backing for. You can say it should be just fine, and be confident in saying it should be just fine.
I do believe that this particular type of mushroom actually would do well down here. I think I read it in a pamphlet somewhere, and I kind of rifle through my pamphlets. I'm not going to pull anything out that actually definitively says it, but I'd be like, I think I read something about a mushroom that was very similar to this. And I don't mean to be rude, but you are mushrooms yourselves. So
Yes.
are you trying to grow a family member?
He starts to laugh. He's like, no, we reproduce like other creatures do,
Oh.
And he starts to make, some noises and stuff.
Yes.
And then his wife, Charlotte, sort of slaps him on the shoulder. And is just like, he's just being we really weren't arguing about it that much.
Tarnish is like
She's on the
scribbling
losing
notes.
side of the argument.
No, we're not gonna have anything to do with that.
But she says, we've set up this little mushroom farm here for some of the artificers and the druids to be able to harvest mushrooms that they need for their potions and for their spells and their creations and stuff. Wanted to make ourselves helpful. We've been here since before anybody else moved into this area and started building out this fort. And we decided, they're not going to leave, obviously, so maybe we should set up a little business and make some money while they're here. By the way, my name's Mike. Mike the Myconoid. I know my parents really, really weren't very creative, but...
Hello, Mike.
that's
Nice to
what
meet you.
with.
And Charlotte, your wife?
Yes, Charlotte is
And
my
business
wife.
partner, yes.
Mhm.
Nice to meet you
Business
both.
partner.
Tarnish has a bit of like a wild thought, and he wants to roll an insight check and ask them, so what are your thoughts on Lord Koshi?
Okay.
And just see if maybe they're mushroom spies, myconoid spies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Roll an insight check.
6.
6. And so you ask them their thoughts on Lord Koshi.
Yeah.
And they say, well, we heard about the village thing, but, we didn't really know any of them. So, one Lord of the Fort is really not that much different than another. We're just getting by. This is it's been our little home here, and it's a little odd that years and years ago, these people came out and built it out into a new place. But we're just rolling with it, seeing what happens. So we decided to set up this little business here. Sell mushrooms.
It's great.
And you said you've been here before everyone else got here.
Yeah.
Are you friends with the giant spider at the end of the mine?
The spider's only been here for a couple of weeks. It hasn't been here for very long at all. Have not met the spider. Not really that interested in meeting the spider, but I hear some of them will be fine, but some of them are aggressive and territorial and will try to eat you, even if you're just a little mushroom guy just trying to mind his own business. So I'm a little bit worried about going down that end of things.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, Mike and Charlotte, it was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Drop by if you need anything. As far as we have some that are good for eating, some that are good for medicine, and some that are good for recreation. So
We should keep
come
that
on
in
by.
mind. Yes.
Yeah, we'll swing back.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Hi.
Sorry I got us sidetracked. I just had never met a mushroom person.
So, what do they mean by recreation?
Oh, I'm surprised you don't know. Have you ever heard of the term hallucinogenic?
Like when somebody gets sick and hallucinates?
Well, sort of, but in a fun way.
Fun?
Have you ever had a dream that was weird but good?
All the time.
Well, some people like to take natural supplements like fungi or plants that have certain properties, and they can induce a fun hallucination.
Have you ever partaken?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
are you aware? It's something the Forge Master obviously created.
So Neart's like down the hall. He's like, what? No, I found the meat room.
Let's go and catch up with Near. We can talk about this later.
Okay, because I'm very curious. I've never experienced anything like this before or heard about it.
And you're a druid, and you've never partaken?
No. Well, I'm newly druid, so is that something that we have to do?
No. But we could. It could be fun.
Huh.
We'll stop by Mike's on the way out. How about that? And we'll get something on the way.
Yeah. I want to be as good of a druid as I can be, so I'd love to.
Okay. Yes, we'll come back to that. Near, what kind of meat do they have for sale?
Well, there's nothing for sale. It's just a large room that has a spell cast on it that keeps the room cold.
Huh?
And then there's just there's barrels, chests, and all sorts of containers that have different food items in there.
Free meat.
Ooh, okay, let's just grab a little bit.
Is it like fresh?
Mhm.
And it's cool because we're underground, so it's
And then there's a spell that's been cast on the room that's keeping the temperature.
That's keeping
so
the
it's
temperature.
basically like a meat locker that's keeping everything
It's quite chilly in
fresh.
here.
What was with those mushrooms?
Oh, Mike and Charlotte, they're entrepreneurs, and they were arguing about a type of mushroom they didn't know if it would grow underground or not. I thought they might have been agents of Lord Koshi, but I don't think so anymore. They seem like good folk. Yes, but that's what we yes.
And they're gonna help me become a better druid.
Yes.
How?
Recreational
Yes, mushrooms.
mushrooms. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. And he goes and like digs in a chest and grabs some meat.
Wow, how am I the most worldly of all of us?
Maybe there's a tradition in artificers of like, taking drugs, going out into the desert and coming up with the name of their, the company or something.
I guess it was my older brother, Burnish, who really introduced me.
So burnish.
Glorious.
So,
Love it.
Oh, chef's kiss. Burnish.
anyway, what kind of meat do giant spiders typically eat?
I don't know, but I'm just assuming any meat.
It apparently looks fresh. This thing is chock full of blood.
Ugh.
And it appears that they've purposefully not drained it. I believe arachnids tend to feed on the blood of their victims, less upon the meat.
Oh,
This
well,
would make sense. It's more of a... And it's like holding it up and like there's little drops like flicking off and he's like, this is more of a blood sac. Yes, this will do nicely.
is there a container
Here,
that...
Tarnish, hold this.
Can I search for like a container?
I will get another one.
Savina, please take this from me. It's like a gnome holding this huge
Oh my
slab of bloody meat.
Yeah, it's like it's like a ham. It's like a big ham hock, but it's just chock full, and they've like cauterized where the
Let me help.
veins
It's
are,
just-
so that it.
It's like the size of a duffel bag in
Yeah.
Tarnish's arms.
All right. Well, I'll carry the other one. Perhaps you and Patina can lead the way, and
Yes, I like that idea.
Savina and I will bring the meat sacks.
Okay. Yeah, Patina will lead the way with. Well, I guess you have the light spell on your staff, but she'll lead the
But now
way.
she's carrying a meat sack.
True.
Dragging a meat sack behind me as I'll be in the back.
Yeah, put it in like a burlap sack so you can drag it behind you. Okay.
So you guys are going down the long hallway now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And so on your left, you see that the wall there is an old mural painting on the wall. A lot of the paint is flaking off, but you can still basically make out that there is a man standing there with a large flag on sort of this barren plain. This is something that Neert was told about by his Aarakocra friends. They had mentioned this large mural, and that they had a debate as to whether the person there who is in sort of this white suit and he's got this golden visor, and they were debating whether it is someone planting the flag on a field of victory, or is it a memorial for that he's planting this flag in order to memorialize the destroyed kingdom that is behind him. Or whatever.
Can I do a history check?
Sure.
16?
16.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at this, there's nothing in Neert's knowledge from the Citadel that would really bring context to this, as far as who this is, what they might be doing there.
There's no like insignias, there's no banner on the flag that's sort of could potentially indicate like what house or who this represents.
A lot of that is sort of faded, but you can see that there are several stripes of white and red, and there is a field of blue with some silver stars on it. So it's a flag that you don't recognize, and if any of you have been to the National Air and Space Museum, as you walk in, I don't know if it's still there, but the last time I was there was a giant mural of a man standing in an empty plain, planting a flag, a white suit and a golden visor. And I stole this from a book.
That's awesome.
I think the author's name is Gene Wolfe. It's a book called Shadow of the Torturer. It's one of the best fantasy novels I've ever read.
Oh man. Okay.
So, out of game, do you
Yeah.
guys know what the fuck this is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's an astronaut planting a flag on the moon.
Yes.
Oh God. So Obviously, we're going to edit that part out.
I don't know.
But I'm gonna make one more check here. Neert wants to just inspect, like, is it painted on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely like on the wall. It's not like a mural. It's definitely a mural on the wall.
Yeah, it's actually painted on. It's not something that could be taken down.
Oh, okay.
It's a the
Okay.
actual wall itself is painted.
Okay, then never mind. That is quite strange. It doesn't resemble Amy. Do either of you see any resemblance here?
I think it just looks like, like a fable or a legend, something magical made up by whoever was here before.
Creative expression.
Yeah, abstract, but not.
Even those who came before practiced the Wheel of the Forge Master. All right, I can align with that.
Well,
It is an act of creation. You said so yourself.
I was joking, but sure. I don't know. This mural seems purely decorative to me. I don't know any. What do you think, Sabina?
It looks fantastical.
Yes.
Maybe kind of like your books on the animals and the
Yes.
the weird people.
Exactly. It's meant for entertainment,
storytelling.
storytelling.
Okay. Well,
Have you been to a museum before where there's so many paintings and pictures that people come up with just from their mind?
Yeah.
we had at the Citadel a museum of consequence where they demonstrated all of the ways that we must enforce the laws within our tome of creation. And so it has the finger cuffs, it has, the stocks, it has this kind. You don't have this kind of museum.
And this is fantasy? This is...
No, this is home.
No. Did you have the finger cuffs put on you?
Only as a demonstration once. I did my best to maintain a correct and right path.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever thought about visiting the Citadel before, but it does seem like a interesting place.
It is. There is other. They're not necessarily museums. They're more. They're akin to temples wherein the history of our land and the Forge Master's will is told. It's a sort of a walk-through exhibit where you can see the stories from the Book of Creation.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad you're not there anymore.
You should come visit.
Maybe one day we can go together.
If the Forge Master wills it, then we shall go together.
If the Forge Master exists and wills it, then yes.
And Neert laughs and then claps Tarnish on the back.
It's like a big bloody handprint on my back.
Yes, you are carrying meat with you.
Oh,
Sabina, you are welcome to joining with us as well.
I'll think about it.
I think that we should all partake in recreational mushrooms if we're going to go into that museum of consequence.
Yes, I would love to learn.
Yes, I think it would be a good learning implement.
I enjoy recreation. I've never done it with mushrooms.
It's quite an experience, quite an adventure, quite a trip.
Interesting.
Yes.
I will learn a recipe to cook with these mushrooms.
You don't need to do that. Anyway, how much farther till we feed this spider?
I'm not sure. I've never been here before, but maybe we can keep going and see what comes up.
Sure. Can you hear little spider voices because you're a druid?
If you want to make a perception check.
Yeah. 12.
Not in this area here. You don't hear any spiders.
No, I don't hear
voices.
any. But maybe I can try to call out to the wolf pup,
Oh,
and
no.
see if it responds, if she responds.
That's a good idea.
Oh, oh, oh! No. Nothing around here.
I think the cup is dead.
Let us not dash our hopes.
I know.
So, shall we keep moving on?
Yes.
Yes.
Lead the way.
So make it down to the end of the hall, and that's the room that has the gigantic spider in it. So as you step in, the spider sort of, rears back just a little bit in sort of, a little bit apprehensive, but then sees that you're carrying a couple things of meat, and sort of moves over to you.
So, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Hello, friend. My name is Savina, and with me are Tarnish and Neert.
Well, hello. My name's Matilda,
Matilda.
and you can see a couple of my children are around here. If they require introductions, I'll introduce them, but they're doing their own thing right now. What can I do for you, my dear?
Zochi sent me here.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
she's such a nice, wonderful lady. I have a few bundles of, I have 5 bundles of silk ready for her. If you want to take them.
We're
with
actually
you.
here to pick them up. Yeah, and we have meat for you.
I see you do. That'd be great if
Yeah.
you could just sort of. Here, and she sort of points you over to the corner where a couple of the smaller spiders are there. And she's like, if you could just drop it there, they'll take care of divvying it up for our family.
Yep. They drop off the meat.
Is there anything else that you need while you're down here?
Well, we're looking for a couple of things. First of all, we're looking for a wolf pup that might have gone missing. Have you seen one nearby?
I have not seen a wolf pup that has gotten at
Or
all.
any howling or sounds coming from anywhere?
Definitely been some sounds, and you start to hear a little like coming from basically the far wall. So coming from down that direction over here, yeah. Sort of over where Savina's character is right there, you can see the spider webs are sort of, there's vibrations going through them. And Matilda says, yeah, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, these sounds started coming from beyond this wall here, and they're disturbing my children, and making it so it's difficult for them to notice if something gets caught in their web because of these vibrations and stuff. And so if you could stop the sound, then that would be really, really helpful to me. I could potentially, give you some more silk for free, or we could work something out. But it's been really, really annoying. We moved in here maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and everything was fine for the first week, and then this started happening. She says, I'm too large to fit down this hallway here, and my children, they're too young to be able to really do much, so I don't want to send them down there. But if you guys could investigate that and find a way to make the sound stop, that would be really, really helpful to me. I would help you guys in any way that I can. If there's something that you're looking for besides a missing wolf pup.
Well, we're also looking for, and so I relay this to you guys.
I was going to say, what does this conversation sound like?
It's not going well.
Are we in trouble or not? I can't tell.
I don't like it.
Oh, this is a friendly spider.
What? It doesn't... Your clicking is quite unnerving.
Is the spider eating us right now?
No.
So it's good.
Okay, Sabina, I trust you.
I am also on board.
What's the spider? Matilda. Matilda, have you seen any old world technology? I'm asking about the tech.
Oh, yes.
She's like, I'm not quite sure what that is.
Just any technology around here?
Well,
Laying around?
and she sort of indicates the other room across the way here. And you can see that this has a whole bunch of spider webs around the door and stuff there. And she says, maybe what you're looking for is in there, but I had to close it up because about a couple weeks ago, a creature came in there, ate all of my babies that were in that room, and then tried to come into this room, so I had to close it up with the spider web. Apparently it can't eat through my spider webs, even though it can eat through my children.
Do you know what kind of creature that was?
No.
So,
It's large, it's sort of see-through, and it will, like, pull things into it and then devour them.
I relay all this information. So, we have 2 doors. One contains a sound that Matilda, my spider friend here, is asking that we help stop, and then the other one contains some see-through creature that's been killing all her babies.
Based on the description, I made a history check. It's a 19. Does he know what it is?
Sure, yeah. He's heard of the gelatinous cube before. They are sort of rare creatures that will inhabit underground, usually abandoned places, old places, and then slowly move through them, devouring basically everything in their path.
Formidable. Dangerous. The gelatinous cube is something to be wary of. She was right to lock it off from here. But we might be able to further still get more aid from this spider if we helped with this as well.
Yeah,
Tell her click, clack, clack, click.
that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, sorry, I tried.
Well, wait, what do you want me to try?
We will also try to take care of this as well if she will allow us to remove her web.
Will you remove your web and we will see if we can take care of whatever is on the other side?
Says, sure. Yeah, I can do that. Do you want me to do that right now, or do you want to go investigate the sound first? I would rather keep it, bottled up as long as possible. If you're going to go investigate the sound first, then we can leave the.
Do you guys want to investigate the sound first, or do we want to tackle?
I think we know what is behind this web,
Mhm.
and we know that it won't go anywhere as long as this web is in place. So I say we investigate the noise, which is unknown, first, because we know that this will be here when we get back.
Oh, that's true. And if we make a commotion with the gelatinous cube, maybe whatever's making the noise will come out.
This is a strong strategic assessment from both of you. I concur.
All right, we'll go ahead and figure out what this noise is.
Okay.
And that's where we'll end chapter 10.